My name is Kyra Burnett. I'm a counseling graduate student at West Virginia University, and today in this video I'm going to be teaching you about this thing called the Triune hand and brain model. So to start this out, I want to ask you to raise your right hand. It sounds weird, just bear with me. So we're going to start with putting our thumb over, just like this, and then we're going to bring our fingers forward. This right here is going to represent your brain. Moving on a little bit, we're going to start right here, alright? Right here starts your spinal cord. You're going to move up, and then right here, pop open our hand, we're going to open up into our brainstem. And then since our hands are open, that's where we're going to get started. Right here is called your reptilian brain. When we think of reptiles, what do we usually think about? Not attachment type animals, right? No. Kind of like survival. They don't really get close to you. They don't get close to each other. They like to have their babies. They like to eat and drink. They like to sleep. That's about it. Basically, they're all about survival. And that's all this part of our brain is. And that's why it's called the reptilian brain. It's all about survival, and it's all about what we need to do and what we have to do for our bodies to survive. So when you think about the feelings like you're hungry or you're thirsty, you have to eat, you have to drink, you have to sleep to stay alive, that part of our brain is the reptilian brain. So then we're going to move on a little bit further, and we're going to bring our thumb over, just like I showed you earlier. And this part is going to be our mammalian brain. And when we think of mammals, I think we usually think of our pets, right? Dogs and cats. So if we think of a dog, we think of an animal that has a lot of emotion. When you yell at it, it gets sad. And when you're away from it, it's upset because it misses you. And when you're playing with it, it's very happy. It's showing those emotions, and it's showing that attachment to you, that relationship. So that right there is called our mammalian brain. It shows that we can show that attachment and have that relationship with those emotions. I'm going to take it even a little bit further. I'm going to ask you to take your fingers and pull them over your thumb, just like this. So this is the full brain. This is us right here. This shows our ability to think. Here is actually called our prefrontal cortex. It shows that we have understanding, that we can think about things, that we can rationalize. A lot, right? Alright, you can put your hand down for a second. But anyways, we're going to go back over this. I'm going to show you some examples. So if we start with our hand open again, just like this, and we start from our reptilian brain, we can think about things like when you come home from school and you're hungry, so you're eating. Or you're thirsty, so you're drinking, or you just had a long practice of sports or band, or you just did a lot of homework and man, you are so tired, you are just knocking out and going to sleep because that's all you can do right now. That right there shows everything about your reptilian brain. And do you remember what was next after this part? You pull your thumb in, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so that shows your mammalian brain, right? So some examples of this, your attachments to your boyfriend or girlfriend, your friends, or your mom and dad, or your siblings, your grandparents, anyone really, anyone you have a relationship in your life with. You can show those emotions and that attachment when you're happy with them or you're sad. There's not really any thinking to it. It's just your emotions. It's just how you're feeling. Now, we're going to bring it all back together and bring our fingers over again. And this is us. This is where we think and we understand and we rationalize and we can think about why we're hungry, man, we haven't eaten all day, or why we're thirsty, man, I haven't had a drink since last period, and we can think about our relationships and why someone makes us happy and why someone upset us, and then if you pull it over, we can question things and rationalize, why did they yell at me last night, or why am I feeling this way? We can think and understand, and this shows right here in our prefrontal cortex. Now, just one more time, we're going to go over it again. So we're going to start from the beginning, all over. Spinal cord, brainstem, reptilian brain, mammalian brain. This is us, our prefrontal cortex. Now, before I end this video, I'm going to teach you one last thing. Here is our brain, right? This is what I said is us. This is us right here. This is our brain. I want you to take it and flip it, just like that, real quick. Do it with me. Ready? Flip it. So this is called flipping our lid. So, when we flip our lid, if we go from thinking and understanding straight to our survival mode, what do you guys think that means? It means we have gone straight out of thinking and understanding, and we can't do any of that right now. We are just straight into survival mode. That is all we can do, and we just cannot rationalize at all. Actually, almost like your whole brain has gone offline, and you're just trying to survive. You're just trying to get through. And that's what happens when we get into fights where something just has ticked us off for the last time. You go from thinking and understanding and rationalizing, and you just get so mad, and here you are. So, I want you to try to use this from now on. Try to remember that you can bring it back in. And even if you can get to here, that's awesome. If you can get to here, that's awesome. Just keep thinking and rationalizing and understanding. Try to bring that lid back on. Now, with all that being said, gone through it a couple times, I hope that it sticks in your head. I hope that you learned something today that you didn't know before. And I hope that you can apply it to your everyday life.